All right, week 6, daily fantasy unboxing. You know what we do here. We're building a daily fantasy lineup with valuation of the players, the salaries that Yahoo Fantasy gives them. We're taking those. I'm reading a blind resume put together by my esteemed colleagues. Just all I'm getting is, some basic stats, and each player is in one box per position group. We're going to do quarterbacks, 2 groups of running backs, 2 groups of wide receivers, 1 group of tight end, and that is going to be it. And I'm going to pick just like last week, I'm going to pick a badass lineup to go into week 6 simply based on the blind resumes and pulling them out of these boxes. It's so easy, and I feel so confident this week. All right, let's start with our quarterbacks now. You've got quarterback 2, 1, 3. Quarterback number 1 is our expensive Mr. Fella. Has 2 games under 13 points. I'm a little confused as to why so expensive. Quarterback number 2, $30 in Yahoo Daily Fantasy, is averaging 456 passing yards the last 2 weeks, but they're tied for the league lead in interceptions. And this is definitely Jared Goff. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not picking Jared Goff. Quarterback number 3 is averaging 63 rushing yards the last 3 weeks, and their opponent is bottom 5 in points per game allowed. Okay, I'm gonna go and spend down at the quarterback position as well. So me over here with QB number 3, $26. Let's see who it is. I love this. Kyler Murray. I love this pick at quarterback this week. You want to know why? Because he's going against the Atlanta Falcons, who are the most offensive defense in the NFL right now. They're just disgusting. I really, really like this pick a lot. I think the fact that I spent down for this, I didn't go up for that $37 player, really smart. Sometimes you got to go a little cheaper at quarterback, and now I'm hoping to pay up for running back. I mean, gosh, I'm starting this segment on such a high note. I feel so great. All right, let's do our first group of wide receivers. We've got wide receiver number 1, 2, 3. Wide receiver box number 1. We have a $33 wide receiver, has averaged 108.6 receiving yards per game this season, so pretty solid player. Got a nice little matchup. Very good. Okay, keep it moving. Wide receiver number 2, valued at $24 in Yahoo Daily Fantasy, has 29 receptions since week 2 of 2019, tied for 5th most among wide receivers in the NFL. Wide receiver number 3. $22 in Yahoo Daily Fantasy, has 10 receptions of 20-plus yards this season, tied for most among NFL wide receivers. Tough decision, but I think I'm going to pass on paying up this round. I think I am going to. I was easily caught here by the $24 wide receiver, so I think I'm going to go in this direction. They're giving me scissors this time. Let's see if that makes any difference. Probably not. My first wide receiver pick is Tyler Lockett. Hell yeah. He's a perfect pick for just what, $24? Give me a break. I love it. Second group of wide receivers, we've got 1, 2, 3. Wide receiver number 1 has 2 100-plus yard games so far this season. Will I pay up? Why do I always like the damn small box? What does that say about me? Wide receiver number 2, $24 in Yahoo Daily Fantasy, scored his 2nd touchdown of the season last week. Wide receiver 3, has averaged 11 yards per target this season, tied for 6th best of 67 qualified wide receivers. I gotta tell you, I was really liking the resume of this $24 wide receiver, but I think I'm gonna go with this big play threat here at $21. At 11 yards per target sounds nice, especially against the 5th worst defense against wide receivers. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go for it here. 100-yard receiving game, so what? He's due. He's due for more. That's terrible analysis. In any other segment, I would never say such a thing. But here, just unboxing. We're having fun. Don't feel great about that. Stefon Diggs. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Stefon Diggs. He does have one 100-yard receiving game on the season. That is true. Super contrarian play. No one's going to want to play him. I think this is the week you play Stefon Diggs, all right? Time to move on to Everyone's least favorite fantasy position, the damn tight ends. We've got tight end 2, 1, 3. Tight end number 1, worth $22 in Yahoo Daily Fantasy. His Week 6 opponent has allowed 4 touchdowns to tight ends this season. I'm going to take a guess and say this is Mark Andrews of the Baltimore Ravens. Box number 2, tight end number 2, was targeted less than 5 times weeks 1 through 3. I think this might be Gerald Everett. Tight end number 3, $26 in Yahoo Daily Fantasy, has scored double-digit fantasy points in every game this season. Ooh, I like that. But their Week 6 opponent has yet to allow a tight end to score a touchdown. Okay, I gotta say, this one is not an option. It's one of these two. I don't know who this is. I'm pretty tempted, but I am gonna go here to pick what I think is Mark Andrews, again, against the Bengals. This is the way I'm gonna go here. I don't know if I'm making the right decision. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna do it. All right, let me see. Mark Andrews of the Baltimore Ravens. Okay, no, I was wrong. That is Will Dissly of the Seattle Seahawks. But I still like this one a lot. Okay, keep in mind, I also have Tyler Lockett in this lineup, which is mildly problematic. However, they are playing with one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, Russell Wilson. They're also playing against the Browns, who, in case you missed it, kind of sucked. So yeah, actually, I'm pretty cool with this pick. All right, let's get started with running backs. I'm hoping to pay up at this position since I went a little cheaper at quarterback. So let's go with our first player, $32 in Yahoo Daily Fantasy, has scored at least 16 fantasy points in every game this year. Love it. I think that's Dalvin Cook. Against the Eagles, that's problematic. Second running back, 4 rushing touchdowns in the last 2 weeks. Opponent has yet to allow a rushing touchdown this season. Damn it, I don't like the sound of that either. Okay, running back number 3, averaging over 20 fantasy points in the last 2 weeks. Their opponent has allowed just 1 rushing touchdown. None of these options. I know that's Dalvin Cook. I don't know who the hell these 2 jabronis are. This is hard. This is the hardest decision I think I've ever had to make. I've decided I'm gonna go with this running back, $22 in Yahoo Daily Fantasy, averaging 8 targets and 5 receptions the last 2 weeks. You like the passing volume here. Let's just... My first running back pick is... I can't see. Oh, Todd Gurley. There's a few other ways I would have liked to go with this one, but that's okay. I'm fine with Todd Gurley. Obviously, the touchdown upside is there, so it's okay. It's fine. I'm fine. My second running back pick. Running back 1, 2, 3. Running back number 1, 97 total rushing yards the last 2 games, and their opponent has allowed 5 rushing touchdowns so far this season. I feel like this is a little bit of a trap, but we're gonna come back to this. Running back number 2, $25 in Yahoo Daily Fantasy. Their opponent's tied for a league high 7 rushing touchdowns allowed. Oh, that's interesting. Running back number 3 has 2 20-plus point games in the last 3 weeks. Yeah, this one sounds the least inspiring, so no. I told you I wanted to pay up at running back, but I don't love this player's resume. 97 total rushing yards in the last 2 games. That's terrible. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. My mother said that to pick the very best one, and you are not. I'm gonna pick this one. Okay, who cares? I don't want to pick this one either. I don't want to pick this one. I want to pick the other one, but I feel like the other one is a trap. Okay, give me the $25 one. I changed my mind. All right, here we go. Please don't be terrible. Okay, I like it. I like it. Here's the deal with Leonard Fournette. No running back has run more routes than Leonard Fournette so far this year. He has 90-plus carries on the season. His backup has frickin' 10. Only Christian McCaffrey has more touches. This is a great pick. So I unboxed my Week 6 daily fantasy lineup. I have Kyler Murray at quarterback, Todd Gurley at running back, Leonard Fournette at my other running back spot. Like that a lot of touchdown potential there. Got Tyler Lockett and Stephon Diggs. Fingers crossed for a bounce-back game from Stephon Diggs against that bad Eagles secondary, and Will Dissly at my tight end spot. Hey, the NFC West represented in my daily fantasy lineup for Week 6. Do you guys think I got this right? Tell me in the comments below if I screwed up my lineup or if I'm like the smartest DFS player based on just these blind resumes, which doesn't really make sense. But even better, if you think you're smarter than me, if you think you can crush this lineup, go to yahoo.com/dailyfantasy, sign up to play in a contest today. We're all about you, the people. We're all about bringing you fair, equal contests. We have plenty for you to try out. Go hit it up right now, like literally right now. Click out of this video and go do that.